Welcome to the G and JB show, episode number 18. Jack Bowen, how are you, champion?
I'm great.
Mate, today we've got one of your teammates in from the World Championship, Justis Huni. G'day, champion. How are you, mate?
Man, good to see you.
Mate, you've just come back from the World Championships. We heard from Jack last week. Firstly, before we go to a bit of your history, how was it? How was the experience? I know you got crook.
Yeah, I got a bit of gastro towards the end of the trip, but leading up to it, from the start of the tournament to quarterfinal. No, it was before quarterfinals. It was pretty good trip.
Yeah. So I think you didn't have a lot of fights last year, did you? Because being at your calibre and how you're going at the moment, did you have any injuries last year, or was it or were you just couldn't get the fights?
Probably
it's not last year, it's this year.
I
Couple of niggles.
A couple of injuries, but like I've always been good to fight, but
just can't get them.
There's just nothing.
And I suppose once you're the world youth champion, did you do junior youth Olympics?
I didn't make the juniors or the youth Olympics.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so
I wasn't good enough.
That's right. And now we've got a bronze medal and didn't actually turn up on the last day of the World Championships due to sickness. So I was speaking to your dad a few times, and he said you dropped a fair bit of weight over there.
Yeah, like 7 or 8 kilos.
Well, just from not eating properly, and obviously.
I started off for it because I was trying to keep my eating up at the start, and the food just like I just stopped liking it, and then
it was pretty boring.
Yeah, it was all downhill. Yeah. What sort of food was it, Jacko?
It was dead set. It was like plain, just cooked pasta, no sauce or anything. A little bit of meat.
Don't forget the meatballs and that. Yeah, meatballs every day.
Exciting, mate. So look, you've got to be ranked in the top 4 in the world. You won it in boxing. Just to let the listeners know, we have 2 bronze medalists. Because one loses to the silver medalist and one loses to the gold medalist. So that's how we have 2 bronze medalists. So you'll be ranked top 4 in the world at the moment.
The world rankings came out. I was ranked number 6.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so we'll change that at the Olympics. We'll be number 1.
Yeah.
Nice, excellent, mate. Let's go back to you as a kid when you were young. I remember seeing you around the traps when you were little and cheeky, you and Bonnie and all those little motherfuckers that used to tease me. We're just always around, eh? You know? So remember when you were little, but tell us about you growing up. Where were you? Are you always a Brizzy boy?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was born in Logan Lee, and I pretty much stayed in Sunnybank my whole life. So went to school around here. Went to primary school in Runcorn.
Oh, did you? Runcorn Primary, yeah.
Yep. And then high school I went to Sunnybank High, just around the corner.
Oh, yeah, heaps of smart kids out of that school.
Yeah.
I
definitely wasn't one of them.
So they gave you credit throughout the week? Did you?
Yeah, they gave me
into their Hall of Fame or something?
Gave me a bit of a plug there. In high school I got kicked out in grade 11, and then
No, tell me why. Don't just brush over that. This is what they want to hear.
This is when I started doing travelling with boxing Australia. So I started missing a lot of school for training and travelling purposes. But
so you weren't a naughty kid. It was just.
No. I just wasn't keeping up with my work.
Yeah.
So they ended up kicking me out.
Yeah.
And then I had a choice. Dad gave me a choice whether I wanted to go back to school or just focus on boxing. And that year, the next year was the year of the Youth Worlds.
Yep.
So I just chose to focus on boxing, and then was just looking forward to the Youth Worlds. And just went from
And
there.
you won it.
Yeah.
And won the gold.
Yep.
Do you know where those guys at that Youths Worlds that you fought in that, those medal rounds, are they still competing as elites now? Are they still in the circuit?
Yeah, so the USA guy I fought in the semi-finals, he was there in the quarterfinals.
He got knocked out?
Yeah, he got
big knockout too. Who knocked him out? Kazakh?
And the gold medalist.
Uzbekistan. Yeah, that guy that was a pro and then came back.
Yeah, he was sat on his dot hard. He was sat down.
I was in the other ring when I heard it. So
none of us saw it. We were all watching Justice.
Oh, right.
Yeah, looked up and old mate was out. But he was out for like four minutes or something.
It was a big
he gone
knockout?
for a while, yeah.
Yeah, I just saw the highlights videos on on the Instagram page. Oh,
Yeah,
that's big. Let me watch it again.
Yeah. Mate, yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was out cold.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, nice. All right, so I suppose from school, what did you do at school? Like sporty? Were you into all sports? Did you play footy? Did you do ballet dancing?
Yeah, I started when I was younger. I was playing footy for. I started at South Sunnybank
Oh yeah.
when I was 6, I think 6 or 7. But I always played upper grade.
Yeah.
And then I moved to East when I was 12, and then I played there. And I think 13 was my last year playing
Yeah.
footy, and then I moved to boxing.
So you're 19 now, or not 20? 20. So do you know guys like Nathan Black?
Yeah,
You know Nathan, was he like your age?
He played in Hunes.
Yeah, and Lepeti knew Liam and Justin Black, and
Yeah,
those
yeah.
sort of guys,
Yeah.
didn't he? Yeah. So I remember when I took Lepeti to New Caledonia a few years ago, Liam and him, and they all knew each other from footy
Yeah.
from growing up when they were kids. So
They played Justin and Lepeti played
yeah,
together,
yeah, nice. So did you, when you were young, were your dreams to be a boxer or a footballer, or just didn't even know, or just enjoyed it, whatever?
Because I was a bit of a beast on the field and that.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Talking us.
He used to wreck
Just running
Used to
over.
wreck these 9-year-olds, but I was 14.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just kind of watched my brother doing boxing here and there, so.
Do you? I'm going to chuck this out. These guys won't even know what I'm talking about. But do you know Michael Booth? Did he coach? A coach at Easts, maybe. Doesn't ring a bell.
I don't
He
remember.
might have coached a couple of years older. Yeah. So anyway, that's good. So did you play with Reagan? Or did he play Karina? Oh, he's fucking older than you. Anyway. He's like 4 years old. You're a young baby.
I don't remember Reagan.
Would have run over him anyway, eh? Would have ran straight over him.
You told the game up a bit.
I was a bit of a speedster.
Yeah.
I started in the middle field. I ran around up the wings, up the sidelines. And
All the mums and dads just hit with the umbrellas on the side. Get that fucking big kid down. Yeah, nice. So you got into boxing as young. You just, when you're about 7 years old, you started training with dad. Did you start training with dad?
Yeah.
And you did that, and then I think you trained with I think they had a global organisation, but then you moved over to Boxing Queensland at 10, is that right?
Yeah.
And were you at Bethania Boxing Club then with Mark straight away?
Yeah. So I had my first fight
With
with
Dad and Mark, obviously. Yeah.
and Bethania. The day I turned 10, so that was a pretty good memory.
Did you cheat the system like Ty Waterman did? Like he pretended he was 10 when he wasn't? I think he was a week short.
I think I better check my yearbook.
No comment. No comment. No, that's all good, mate. So, mate, I suppose, so from footy, when did you realise boxing was for you? What age did that happen?
I don't know. The first
week.
couple, yeah. The first 3 years, I was just I was doing it, but I wasn't sure. I always wanted to be, because I always watched Mike Tyson, and I always wanted to be a heavyweight champion. So I think that was my dream, my goal. I wanted to get to, but first starting, I didn't really know. I just went with the flow.
What about the training when you were a kid? Did you like it or fucking hate it?
I think can't really remember.
What about the running and that? Did you like the running?
No, I don't really like the running.
Still don't? That's why you're heavyweight.
Yeah, that's why. I do it when I need to do it, but that long distance stuff, it's not.
Don't agree with you?
Yeah.
Don't agree with you?
100 meters, that's about it. That's all I need.
Jack loves the running,
No, it's probably not my favourite thing.
Yeah.
I think if you like running, you're a bit twisted.
Stick to running if you're.
But you gotta do it. You gotta
Yeah,
do
you gotta
it.
do
If I
it.
wasn't boxing, I wouldn't be running.
Yeah.
I only run to fuel the boxing.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, excellent, mate. So, have you ever had a job or you worked? Just boxing? Just boxing?
Yeah, just boxing, because I thought about it. I always think about it, but then I'm like, nah, I wouldn't be good at
I wouldn't turn up on time.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. doing sickies and that every 3 days a week. So,
But at the level you're at the moment, it's pretty much putting all your eggs in one basket. Like you
Yeah.
have when you were at school, you got that choice and you
yeah. I just put all of it, and then after the Worlds, I picked up sponsorships and that. So,
The youth worlds, or you got sponsors there, or you got some?
No. After it's I got like financial sponsors.
Yeah, nice.
So from there, like they've pretty much been on board, and they're like following me to the Olympics pretty much. So
Yeah, excellent.
Appreciate that.
So last year your first year as a senior boxer or elite boxer?
Yeah. No,
Even though you'd fought men before, but generally competing against an elite.
First year, last year.
Yeah.
So
Think back on all your fights, right? Who's ever been your hardest opponent? Can you remember a fight that you went, you know what? Holy fuck, I was 11 years old and he punched the shit out of me. Is there a fight that stands up like that?
probably like growing up, I went through like this stage where it was like tough. I always fought this same guy, Dennis Kovacs from.
Oh yeah, from.
I think I fought him like 10 times. Yeah, I think I fought him like 10 times. So we would beat each other. Like he'll beat me and I'll beat him.
Yeah.
And he'll beat me and then beat me again. It was like a back and forth thing. And then once he got older, I just like got out of it.
Yeah. Is he still boxing anymore? I haven't seen him around.
I'm not sure. The last time I seen him box, we were in Germany together. So.
Oh, you went there too, Jacko, didn't you?
No,
Is that
that was
a
a
different trip?
that was the most recent.
Oh yeah, the recent one, yeah.
So
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, well, I think I watched you box Dennis the Big Tap one. That be right?
I think that was my last fight with him.
Okay.
That was my last fight before the World Youth.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I was 16, turning 17.
Myself and Jack always touch on losses, like how important they are. When you hear Floyd Mayweather only lost 2 fights, or so on, you know what I mean? All this bullshit that people say. You know what? When you lose, you fucking keep going.
Yeah.
You keep going. You learn so much from the losses. What do you think?
I think that little patch there, like, it took me to another level.
Yeah.
So like, I was going through a stage where I had like heaps of losses, and since that last fight against Dennis Kovac, I haven't lost a fight since, and that was like 2016. So
That's excellent.
So it was nearly 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I just think it's so important. We had Brad Hoare on, and he lost his first 9 fights, and now it doesn't matter because he went to 2 Olympic Games. But people talk about, so and so. I don't know. I'm just making names up here. Golovkin, he lost 1 fight in 500 fights or whatever. Well, it's not true, but. Mate, who cares? It doesn't matter. When you're a junior and when you come through, it's about learning and improving. You know what I reckon? When you lose, you actually look at that video and go, I've got to fucking get this better. This has to be better. When you win, you just keep moving, don't you? I'm the man. You get all the back people slapping you on the back at school and everything. You would have didn't go to school. Got kicked out this bloke, you didn't go to school. Yeah.
But people might see Justis now in the last 4 years, like we haven't lost in 4 years.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't even know that you've had losses in the past.
Yeah, exactly. All the like new followers and that, they wouldn't know.
Anything about?
I had a few, like, probably in my amateur career, I think I had 9 losses.
Yeah.
All up. So
you do. You just gotta keep building on from those losses, and then what create you as an elite. You know, like as an elite, Jack. This last probably. To be honest, probably since you beat Clay and you fought Clay the first time, that's probably when you really gone to that next level, don't you agree?
Yeah.
Before that, we were always aiming for it, but once you beat one of the top guys, mate, you got to work harder to stay there. You can't just let it slide. You know what I mean? So, mate, it'd be a good fight this weekend. Austin's not fighting this weekend. Paulo and Clay will probably meet this weekend on the Sunday, so
it'll be a good fight.
Were they fighting in Browns playing?
Yes, it is an NBA local tournament this year. That'll be good. And then, well, you've both got to get ready for nationals in about 9-10 weeks. So you're back in the gym now?
Yeah, I had a week off and I was
Flogged again?
back and flogged in the gym.
Dad's giving it to you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I remember.
Mate, tell me about this.
Dragged out of stockies.
Mate, out of your family, like I'm talking George. Did you ever see George fight? The tough man.
The professional.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the tough
The
man.
tough man. Georgie. So there was who's four that you've probably seen out of your family? You, your brother.
Yeah.
Huni.
Yeah.
Who do you reckon is the best out of a lot of them? I'm going to put it on the line. You've got to call one of your families, and then you've got to say, who's the fucking worst?
I just put my hand up.
Yeah, I'm the worst.
Yeah.
But if they want to fight it, I'll fight it.
Yeah.
Just talent, just natural talent.
I'm not sure. It'll be hard to pick between my brother and Huni.
Yeah.
They're both pretty talented.
Jacko fought on him a few times, Hamilton twice.
Yeah.
Done heaps of sparring with him, and mate, you always get hard work. I just, if that kid could come back, he's still young enough. You think?
100, man. I've had heaps to talk to him to come back, but
I mean, it's hard work. Once you've gone off track and been away from it, it's so hard to get back on track.
He's easily the most talented boxer I've ever fought. Sparred.
Yeah. Such a talent. I remember when both you and Huni were sparring Damien Hooper before the Solomon fight. On the Horn Pacquiao. Mate, that was some great sparring. And, he's a talent. He's
Hopefully he can get back on the horse and see him out there.
Is he cutting hair? Is he
yeah,
barbing?
still doing barbing down at Callabelle. Go give him a visit.
Go give him a
ask for
visit?
free haircut.
Yeah, just ask for free haircut. Send everyone know.
Let's all go for a free haircut.
Yeah, everyone get that
Probably will get sacked next week. Who are these blokes coming in here? So
that's my plan. Get him back in the gym, get him sacked, and
so he can be a full-time boxer on no money as well. Excellent. Mate, so where's the future going? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years, hopefully world champion in the pros.
So that is the big goal of yours, turn professional and make a good career out of it?
Yeah.
Very similar to Jacko?
Yep.
Yeah.
The heavyweight division is really heating up at the moment. I'd like to get your thoughts on some of the top four. Who's your pick out of the top four, like Fury, Ortiz, Wilder, even White? Who else is up there? Ruiz.
Is that Joshua Guy?
Is Joshua
Did
I said
Did you? I don't know. Maybe I just didn't listen.
I know, no one cares after
I don't know, because
Did you beat them all?
I've beat them all. No, it only takes one punch in the
That's
heavyweight
right,
division.
big
So
ones,
like,
yeah.
as you've seen in the last fight with Anthony Joshua and Ruiz,
Mate, I love Joshua.
So
I love Joshua. I just think I like for who he is. Like he's brought a new audience to British fighting. Like he's nice and humble and he speaks well and he's a good representative for I suppose his local community. And now it's like the world of boxing. Like you never see him getting in trouble like in the ring. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Fighters, you go down and you win some. But
I loved how he handled his loss to Red
Yeah.
Bull.
Yeah.
So he didn't make
Just
any excuses or
back into
bullshit.
it, come back stronger pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you met him over.
GB.
oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you do any work with him?
No, I didn't do any sparring. He had sparring partners. Like,
Oh, was he a professional then, or was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was training for a fight against one of the Russian guys.
Oh, Klitschko.
No,
Vetkin,
Yeah.
Vetkin.
So, it was pretty.
How did you find that
pretty
experience over there in the GB training squad? And did you take anything from that experience? Or?
Their system is like one of the best systems I've seen.
Next
Like,
level.
yeah. They just got a good work ethic over there. You know? So.
And they've got so many coaches in the squad.
Yeah.
haven't they? Like,
When we
They
were
got
at Worlds,
heaps.
there was like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
We had three or 4.
three and two volunteers,
Basically, yeah.
and they're all paid. But that's what happens.
They're on the good money.
The boxers
drive around good cars.
Well, all their boxers. Well, we had Don Gordis maybe like 6-7 years ago. As a professional, he'd had 14 fights when he was in England as an amateur. So the 2006 Commonwealth Games, mate, I'm sure he said he was getting 30,000 pounds a year net.
Yeah.
That's
I'm pretty sure it's up there still. You know.
it's and look, that's what I suppose we aspire to. But I don't think that started changing for Great Britain until
Yeah.
no, 2000 in Sydney. Audley Harrison won the super heavyweight gold medal in Sydney Olympics. You know that? Yeah. You would have remembered. You were 3 months old.
Yeah.
Good boxing.
He had 14 fights.
I was already watching them then, sitting in front of the TV.
So what happened when he won the gold medal? So that means the government put a lot of money in because they see positives in the sport, and now boxing's over there in schools again, and that's what we need here. We just need, once we get that first world gold or that world Olympic medal, then our floodgates will open too. You know what I mean? So hopefully you guys can both do it at the Olympic Games. That'd be how good would that be? You know. So, going to be world professional champion.
Yep.
So you're managed by, who's your manager? Nick Francis. Tasman, is it called Tasman? Is that the name of the company? Yeah. And he also looks up on Living Wilson, Jai Pataya. Mate, Jai Pataya versus Mark Flanagan. Released yesterday. Mate, I'm going to say exactly how I think it is, and I think it's Jai comfortably. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a tough fight.
We've all known Jai since he was young. He's got some great talent. Mate, take nothing away from Mark Flanagan. He's fought at the highest level for world title. I think he's fought for 2 world titles. But I just think I've always thought Jai's got something else. I remember in the World Championships 2011 when Clay won as well.
Yeah.
When they both won the junior. Jai was boxing the best in the world. Just making it look easy. You know those guys who've got time? He's always in control, got time. And I see Jai as like the Wally Lewis back in the day where he had time with the ball, even though he wasn't the fastest. But he was just the best, you know. And I see Jai at that level. I think he can. I really think he can. But look, it'll be a great fight. Do you know what it is?
No. Well, they'd probably have a lot.
Is it Mick Francis who's promoting it?
Yeah.
You've got to think Liam will be on the undercard too then, I suppose?
Yeah, he will be. But I'm not sure when it is though.
Yeah, mate, but that's, look, that's my opinion. It is what it is, and I suppose that's why this sport,
Match up for domestic fight.
that's why this sport's exciting, because good fights like that, people have opinions, and someone's right, somebody's right, I might be wrong.
Those fights are starting to get made now in Australia, which is good. Like we see domestic matchups, and Tim Zeus fight Jack Brubaker soon. Like that's a good matchup. It's all competitive fights.
Yeah. And just sending our best wishes to Jeff Fenwick. We, not that I spoke to a couple of people that know he's been sick, so all we're doing is sending our best wishes out there to Jeff, and hopefully that can all get sorted out. The reason I said that is he's now Jack Brubaker's fight. Sorry, he's trainer, so a few things will obviously have to change in camp, but I'm sure they're all over it. They won't pull out of the fights. He's a tough kid, he's Brubaker.
Yeah.
Tim
Zeus is going to be a
Yeah, he's tough.
Is that on the undercard of Zoo?
Same Zoo again, yeah. So, mate, but saying that again, mate, I think Tim Zoo can be next level as well. I rate him up there. I think,
some of the people around him, I can't see gold.
They keep him trying to keep him humble on the job, and he's strong-minded as well. Can you remember him as a kickboxing or not really?
I remember
Nikita, he was good.
Yeah.
I actually thought Nikita was better than Tim when they
Well,
were
I didn't see Tim, but I didn't see Nikita. He's pretty
Did you ever
sharp.
fight any of them, or they were two? You were always ate too many pizzas for that one.
Yeah, that and I was
Mate, who's the best sparring partner you've ever had? Except for me. I know we didn't spar.
probably Joe Woody.
Joe, good sparring, Joe. He's awkward, eh? He's got a little bit of that strut and awkwardness, but he works hard.
It's good for me. It gives me on my toes.
Yeah.
Sharp too.
Who else have you sparred that you might know?
Betsy.
Oh yes, Southpaw.
Yeah, he's
Is he the current Australian champion at the moment? Yeah. What about when you were in Great Britain? Anyone that you know of? Like,
I did some rounds with Fraser Clark. He's at the World Championships.
Do you remember that
He got a turned over against the Russian.
That's right. I never saw him fight, so I wasn't with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was watching you guys. I wasn't watching Ring AB for 3 hours and that, you know what I mean? You pretty much tune into who you want to watch, don't you? But so that's right. He got awarded the win, and they reversed it. What happened? Was the GB blowing up over there, or what happened?
He was on the next flight home.
Was he?
Yeah, really. Yeah, he was like week before.
Yeah, that's right.
I definitely. Yeah, but they were pretty dirty about it. As you would be, like I guess. Yeah.
Was it a Russian?
Yeah, it was the Russian. Yeah.
That just sucks, doesn't it? The fact that Russian in Russia and they overturned the decision.
Who did he lost to the Kazakh or the Uzbek?
Yeah.
Justis made a miss of controversy. Watching the other ring, there was people getting knocked out and ripped off.
Jack, who would you say the best person you sparred? You said the talent of one who I suppose you probably have about 4 or 5 in the category.
Yeah, well, Honey's one of them. Damien Weaver. Roland.
Yeah, Farris is almost all.
I sparred when I was younger.
He's so awkward.
He would always catch me. I used to get frustrated.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I was just like getting hit.
It's like he doesn't do nothing.
Yeah.
So you think you step forward, he'll counter you.
It was always so exhausting for me because like mentally it was exhausting. I got out and I could do like another 6 rounds in the bag, but I was just fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, Damien as well. Damien was always like, giving me good rounds and Roland the same. So Roland's got an hamstring.
Yeah, we mentioned yesterday we'll get some sparring done. That'll be excellent.
And Chuck Justis Huni in there as well.
You sparred him, that's right.
I'll give it to him before.
I was still giving it to me before the world, so.
So it's you 3
I
boys.
think you might have burst my eardrum actually.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Now we can talk about that. It's finished. So that's it. I think Jack, you were more than the first eardrum. Yeah. Thanks, Justis. You know that day we sparred?
Yeah.
They do that spar? He's like, oh, fuck, I can't hear anything. Don't worry about it.
It's actually been great. When I sit on the couch and I just put like missus and mum on this side. So when they're talking to me, I can't hear anything. I can just
Excellent. So no, Nicole always listens to this. And there you go.
Justis, you've done me a favour.
No dramas there.
Let's touch back on the Youth Worlds experience. So that was in Russia as well, where we've just come from, and I just want to know the feeling of after you won that bronze medal match and you were into the final. What was the feeling going into it, and after you won, what did you do after that?
After I won the semis, I felt like I just got going. I went back, I was celebrating with the boys, and it was just like we were singing this tune from way up over there. I pretty much felt like I won gold. I wasn't going to come all the way that far just to settle the silver. So after I won that, I'm going to do that. I wasn't going to settle for silver. I pretty much felt like I won gold after that. I went into the finals, like full confidence, and I just went out. I felt like I was already the world champion, so then I just made it that pretty much. So it was a good feeling, and then setting up in that career was even better. It was amazing.
How did you, so transferring that to the World Senior World Championships that you've just come back from, you got your bronze medal, you had to pull out, you were sick.
Yeah.
I think you were actually sick before the fight weren't you?
I didn't have like energy because I wasn't eating as like enough.
Yeah.
So I'll pretty much like skip breakfast or like eat like my portion. So
As a young heavy, you need to keep eating your weight up, don't you?
I was making weight and he was eating less than me.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he was like, look at that.
But hey, that's say if you want to lose 8 kilos in 2 weeks,
Just pick up let's go to Russia for a holiday. Am I right? You got sick in Russia last time you went?
For the youth girls.
I don't know.
No, I didn't get sick. I just wasn't
Lost a bit of
eating.
weight.
Yeah, did the same thing pretty much. I went over there like 102 kilos and I fought my final at 92. So yeah,
So you just got to
almost went down.
You better eat like you need dad with you all the time. Are they?
Yeah.
Where are they?
No, I need the kitchen with me. Chef and that. So.
Oh shit, eh? All right, so from then, you've got world championships now. You've just started your training. We've got national championships coming up. Who do you believe is your biggest threat? For the national champ? Let's look at our next fights.
I'm actually not too sure.
Have you come? Oh no, because you didn't fight in the nationals last time, did you?
No, I didn't.
That's right.
I think there's only one guy from New South Wales who came down to the game with us before we went to work.
So who's your opponent?
Yeah, other than that, I don't know another.
But as you know, when you're the champion or when you're like we've spoken about this, Jack, everybody else is trained harder and harder than ever to knock you off. And they've heard what they said. Heavyweights, well, to be honest, anything above 75 kilos, you get hit once, you're going down, you know what I mean? So, so now you guys have to train like you're not who you've got to forget that. You've got to train like a challenger all the time. It's so true. So, footy days, who's your favourite footy team?
I don't have one. Just say Roosters because they won. Yeah, Roosters is up there. Yeah, up there.
Day one Roosters supporter.
Don't go forward this bloody Mark Wilson,
Hey,
like he's a Roosters.
Back to back.
Yeah.
You claim that, so.
Mate, go to Waterford Demons there, but
Just want to ask you, obviously you've got a lot of hype and a lot of buzz on social media and a lot of people follow you and you keep up to date with what you're up to. How do you deal with the hype and everyone?
people talking about you all the time, saying, oh, you're so good, you're this, you're that.
Which you are. How do you deal with that? No, that's fine.
You got a big head there. Nah, I don't know. Like,
Are you one of these
I
guys
just-
that reads everything, or do you just let it go?
yeah, I just let it. Like, I read some,
Yeah.
like, most of the comments and that, like, it's pretty much what keeps me going.
Yeah.
Like, so all these supporters and that. So I don't know, but I just do what I've always done. Just train hard and fight.
I think that's the message, isn't it? You know, what you've got to do, don't buy into all what everybody's saying, because the minute people start believing all that shit, well, fuck, he's sitting back living a life of luxury and all that, if somebody comes along and
That's right.
You've got, like I said, you've always
You've
got
got
to
to stand
stand
up.
a challenge.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to train that.
Obviously you're in good hands with so Rocky and Michael and those family, so they keep you humble and keep you in check.
Got the QAS guy.
Yeah,
Guys
QAS.
down at QAS for strength and conditioning. So
There's a big dent in the wall there this morning by Justis.
They stuck.
When he goes you over.
Yeah, you
Should over Maggie's head. Mate, and your family will always keep you pretty humble too, like if you sort of, I don't think they'd let you get big handed anyway, would they? Big brother will give you a start, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Always supposed to be back in the place. So,
No, that's
I'm
good.
grateful to have them. Like, without them,
Yeah.
they do a lot for me. So.
Mate, how do you think when it comes, like, and it's inevitable, it will happen, negative social media will come when you start getting bigger in terms of professional people have always got an opinion on you, or you're not big fighters. Look at Jeff, he's everyone's gold one. When he beat Manny Pacquiao, 50% of the comments are now negative about him.
Yeah.
Jeff's such a nice guy, as we all know. He doesn't deserve it, but it's what happens. You're going to get some negative
Yeah, well, I've
social
probably
media
got, like,
chats.
some
How do you think you'll deal with it? How do you think you'll deal with it? Do you think you'll take it to heart, or do you think you'll be able to brush it over?
I just leave it on social media. Like,
Yeah. And the minute you argue back,
Yeah.
you just leave it. It's the
Yeah.
best thing just to leave it.
But the amount of positives you get, right?
Yeah.
There's more
positive than negatives.
100%. Yeah.
Well, it's like the same thing Jack said to you as well. You get all positive stuff on anything that goes on. Soon it'll be, you know what I mean? When you start getting this level, people always want to bring you down. Like you become world champion, he's not that good, he's not that good. Like they did with Jeff, you know what I mean? It just happens all the time. Tyson Fury, you know, best heavyweight in the world, probably.
As an average performance.
Shit, I knew he was no good. And you know what? How about Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
Everyone's loving him.
He was
and then all the people come on, I knew it was shit. He's the
Yeah.
one. I'm like, holy hell.
I would have done better.
Yeah, okay, mate, no worries. I'd fight him for $5 million.
Yeah.
Of course you would. You've got to get there first, buddy. You've got to get there first.
You know, as a heavyweight or super heavyweight in the amateurs, your style I think stood out so much more when we were at World Championships. What's inspired your style and your movement as a super heavyweight? Because there's not really that many super heavyweights that move like that.
Honestly, the over there, like I just watched the Cuban, the 81, and like I just went from there. But like after my first fight, once I won that, I got that one out of the way, and then like I watched the cruise and then like videos of him, and then I just took it from there. And my second fight, I was just like, I felt the rhythm, and I was like in my zone. So
who was the second fight again? Azerbaijan.
Trinidad.
Oh, who was the first fight?
Season number 4.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Colombia.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, definitely the second fight.
Well,
You showed it.
I was in my zone.
And then the
Especially
way it finished too. Was cherry on top.
But you know what I take from both of you two guys. You don't fit the mold of Australian boxing really as such. Like doing everything so tightly. You know, Australian boxers are known for tough, work hard, but not really flashy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you need that
So you
flair.
gotta have your own.
That's what I noticed over at the Worlds. Like most of the top boxers, like they move, they got that rhythm, that flair. So that's what.
And super heavyweights very rarely do they have that. There's with that movement, there's probably La Cruz who's extreme, and then there's you, even at 81s, but the rest of them are still like charging forward like fighters, but not like. They're not making a good miss.
Super heavyweights like.
Glad everyone on the video saw my shadow boxing.
Single example of
Whatnot.
Even the super heavyweight final was just like two big stiff robots.
When I was sitting out the back watching that, I was like, that could
Half
wanting to
throw
spew,
up.
but he spew back.
Yeah. But the movement, it's nice to hear who's inspired you.
I think, mate, to be a superstar, like to be, whether it's a great amateur, a great professional, you've got to have something else, you know what I mean? You've got to have something else.
special.
You've got to have something that you believe in that not everybody can do. Like to be the greats, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, those superstars, they've got ability, but they've also got work ethic. It's very hard. It's not very often you get the both together. You know what I mean? A lot of times, like a lot of professionals, they just get there on hard work. And you've got to have that. And obviously, you said you don't like the running. Well, no one loves it. Let's be honest, but.
Get it done.
When you start when you do 12 rounders as a world champion, you've got to do that shit. You know what I mean? It's just what's the best part of training?
Not sure. Probably just throwing punches.
Throwing punches down Logan. Down Grand Plaza.
Nothing wrong with the plaza, mate.
Yeah, but sparring pads.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Definitely not running.
Not running, but everything else.
I suppose now you boys have got a bit of variation in QAS. You've got your strength work, which is taken care of by professionals, and obviously sparring. And we did a tough night the other night, didn't we, Jacko? 4-minute rounds in the corner. Jacko just had his left hand. And your fresh partner, they had 2 hands every minute. He was in there for 4 minutes. Left hand.
Left hand. So
Got busted too, disqualified. Got busted.
But the eardrum's still ringing. Thanks to Justice.
Good bloke. Mate, so who are these sponsors you got?
Give a shout out.
Probably have to remember them.
So you got Langs?
I got mates that they're like a major at the top. Tasman Fighters. Madison Sport.
Yeah, they've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, or Safe Mine Vehicle Equipment.
They're good.
And, yeah.
Have these guys been on board for a long time?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice,
From
man.
3 or 4 years now.
Yeah,
so.
nice. Oh, that's good, mate. That's quite privileged. You just keep working, hard, keep your head down, and hopefully they'll be in for the long haul when you turn professional as well. And as you've got a good family, good people around you, they'll keep you humble and keep respecting your sponsors and that sort of stuff. Because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for them, you'd be scaffolding with Dad and George and
all the other boys.
you know what I mean? Like it's such a privileged place to be in. Jack's obviously studying at the moment, and, doing some work in our school's program, working with the kids. But it's a hard gig, for no money. But I think if you can do it for free as an amateur and have a good amateur career, you just back yourself as a professional. The money will actually be there at the end. They're going to be there immediately.
And then when we get it, it's like you know what it's like to go without.
Can you buy me a beer if you win a world title?
Yeah, look, maybe.
Fucking hell, this bloke. Yeah, excellent. All right, guys, look, this is Justis Huni. Thanks very much for being with us, mate. Really appreciate it. It's been great to chat with you. Justis, 20 years old. Look, very possible could have been the world champion this year. But look, both these boys, we wish them all the best on their journey to the Olympic Games. And mate, I reckon I can see some medals coming back from the Olympic Games for the first time. When was our last Olympic medal? Was it 1988? Spike Shaney, I believe, was silver.
I've done my research, so.
Yeah, you can't think that way back that far back.
Yeah, all I've got to do is call Harry Garside up and he'll be on it.
All right, guys, thanks very much.
Thank you.